Hi, this is Sarah. So let's talk about the throat chakra. What's the throat chakra about, and why is it that no one seems to really talk about it or want to study it or want to heal it? Well, this chakra is, of course, about speaking your truth, but it's also about accepting your originality. It's about being heard and being authentic. It's also about stepping into your truth, becoming empowered, and living your best possible life and not holding back. This power center is about coming into your own. This is about being who you're supposed to be and doing those things that you know you're supposed to do. And I don't just mean being an adult. I mean, if you know your path is spiritual, or you know your path is to be a healer, or your path is to help the less fortunate. Healing and balancing this energy center will help you move forward with those things and stop running away from your true purpose. It's about not just talking about it, but stepping forward and doing it. Really, really powerful. And it is really something that a lot of us don't want to deal with. We don't want to face it because this is strong, deep healing. The most common thing that I hear people talk about with this chakra is they don't have time. They don't have time to deal with it. They want to work on the heart because they know they have heart issues, or they want to go in the higher chakras, the third eye or the crown, because they want to work on their psychic abilities, which is all well and fine. But to be in balance, we have to balance all 7 of the major chakras. We have to work on healing all of these issues, not just being selective. More often than not, like the lower 3 pretty much gets ignored. Let's take a moment and try and understand how it gets blocked, how it goes offline, and what we can do to nurture and heal this powerful energy center. Unfortunately, we are conditioned by society and our caregivers to edit how we express ourselves. We were taught at a very young age what was appropriate to talk about, how we were supposed to talk about issues, and when we were supposed to talk about issues. So how many times as a child were you excited about something, some new wonder, some new discovery, and you ran home to tell your family about it? You just couldn't wait. You couldn't wait to talk to them about this, to share this information. And they shushed you or downplayed it or made it seem like, why are you telling me this? Or made it seem trivial and made it seem like your excitement was wrong. So after only a few times of this happening, we naturally learn to edit ourselves. When we heal this, we allow that childlike wonder to come back into our lives. We celebrate knowledge. We celebrate discoveries. We continue to grow. We continue to see the wonder in the world. We become knowledge and wonder seekers. We're not limited by those cultural beliefs anymore or social standards. We speak and listen with purpose and with excitement. We create, we explore, and we also acknowledge our feelings. We speak up for ourselves, we speak up for our needs, and we do this from a point of balance, not from anger or frustration. We step into our power and feel valid. We feel like we're being heard and appreciated. We share our knowledge and experience from a loving, compassionate viewpoint, not from being overpowering or being critical. We also stop being so self-critical of ourselves, which I know we could all probably use that. We step into balance and reach that point of compassion and self-acceptance. So the main challenge of this powerful chakra is doubt and negative thinking. And it's so easy to be caught in that negative spiral, isn't it? One negative thought and the mind rushes off to the worst case scenario. And before you know it, you've imagined 900 horrible things because somebody didn't text you back. But we know there are hundreds of reasons people don't text us back that has nothing to do with them no longer loving us or being in a car wreck, right? So the imagination no longer runs wild in such a negative way because we are back in balance. But balancing this chakra allows us to step away from this negative self-talk, self-criticism, and judgment. We understand that how we react to each situation sets the tone for the experience, and we also acknowledge our own personal power of manifesting through speech and through thought. Making this shift and healing the chakra changes everything. This isn't about becoming self-centered or letting the ego run wild either, though. This is knowing our own personal worth and value. This is revising our personal stories, which probably were never true, and we no longer accept them. This is about standing in our power, sharing our truth, not preaching, not bullying, and not whining about things, but being comfortable in your own skin and approaching each situation with a truthful openness. It almost sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? But this chakra teaches us we don't have to become angry to stand in our power. And this is something that I know a lot of women struggle with. Somebody has probably said to you, you're too sensitive, or you took it the wrong way, or it was a misunderstanding, and perhaps you took that on and made that a part of your story. So now, anytime you have a reaction, you could be checking to see if it's about you, if it is you overreacting, if you think you're too sensitive, if you think that you are too emotional. Is that the truth though, or is that just a label that you're carrying? And I believe I need to clarify something really quickly. We say in the spiritual world that we own our feelings, and how we react to something is totally about ourselves. And this is true. This is very true. Unless you're in an abusive situation, then it's not about you and about your reaction. It is about the other person being abusive, whether that is verbal, physical, sexual, and that is your cue to leave. Because this chakra also teaches us self-respect and to honor ourselves. We are allowed to have our own feelings and opinions, even though they may not agree with other people's, and we are allowed to express them. So it's that fine balance of not being overbearing, not being preachy, not being a bully, but standing in your power, speaking your truth, not being a doormat, and being okay in your own skin. That's sometimes very hard to define balance as well. This chakra also teaches us not to lie, not to gossip, and not to speak badly about ourselves, because when we do, we dishonor ourselves. We judge other people. We don't want to be judged, so why are we judging other people? And when we do this also, you may notice a physical sensation of a lump in your throat, hoarseness, or a dryness in your throat. That is a sign that this chakra is going offline or it's struggling. These are deep and powerful lessons. Your truth, your purpose in life, your creativity. So when you speak against yourself and dishonor yourself, belittle yourself, or push your own personal needs away, or lie about yourself, your own feelings and emotions, or about events or other people, you are going against yourself, devaluing yourself, harming yourself, and telling the universe that you don't matter. When we dishonor ourselves by being self-critical or speaking against ourselves, calling ourselves names, bullying ourselves, we are effectively shutting the chakra down. And I know it may be difficult in the beginning to tell someone how you really feel, especially if you're not used to it. Each time we do, we begin mending the damage done to this power center. And when I say tell someone how you feel, I mean with compassion. This powerful chakra has a natural link with the second chakra and the sacral chakra, which is the center of emotion and creativity as well. The throat's emphasis is on expressing and projecting your creativity into the world in your authentic manner, whatever that may be, whether that is singing, writing, talking, sculpting, gardening, whatever it may be. This energy center takes our desires and manifests them into reality. And that's something really important too. If you're having problems manifesting what you want, work on the throat, because that's probably what it is. You could be following all the steps, because it's pretty easy really to manifest. But if things aren't coming forward, check the throat. Are you saying things that are counterproductive? Are you actually thinking maybe you don't deserve these things? Or are you talking about yourself in a way that tells the universe you really don't want them? So really work on that if your manifestation is not moving the way you think it should. So it's so important to drop the negative speech and cyclic cataclysmic thinking that everything is one way or another, black or white, because nothing really is. You're creating your experiences, and this chakra teaches us to embrace that. So if you would like to learn more about the throat chakra, I have a month-long class. It's self-paced, but you will get a lesson every day. You will get 4 videos. You will get 4 recorded meditations. You will get audios. You will get 2 live calls. You will get an 80-page workbook. Yeah, we're really going to dive in. I'll put a link below in the comments section if you want to check it out. So this mega class is for people who are ready to make fast forward movement. They're ready to heal, and they're ready to get on with things. They're ready to step into their power and embrace life. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe and share this with anyone who you think could benefit from it. Stay tuned for the next video. Reiki blessings. Bye-bye.